Sigmund Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams Die Traum du Tongue, published in 1900, marked a turning point in the history of psychology and the understanding of the human mind. In this landmark work, Freud laid the foundation for what would become psychoanalysis, a method of exploring the unconscious mind and treating psychological disorders. The book was both a scientific treatise and a personal intellectual odyssey, combining rigorous case studies with reflections on his own dreams. In it, Freud proposed that dreams are not meaningless or random, but rich, symbolic expressions of unconscious desires, conflicts, and thoughts. At the heart of Freud's theory is the assertion that dreams are a form of wish fulfillment. According to Freud, every dream represents the fulfillment of a wish, often one that has been repressed because it is socially unacceptable, distressing, or forbidden. These repressed wishes, he argued, find expression in dreams in disguised or symbolic forms. This hypothesis was radical because it suggested that the unconscious mind remains active during sleep and can communicate with the conscious self through dreams. Freud drew a critical distinction between the manifest content and the latent content of dreams. The manifest content is the dream as remembered and described upon waking, the storyline, characters, and events. It is often illogical, fragmented, or surreal. Beneath this surface lies the latent content, which holds the true hidden meaning of the dream. The latent content is composed of unconscious thoughts, memories, and desires that the mind has transformed into symbolic form during the dreaming process. This transformation process, Freud termed the dream work Traumarbeit. It consists of several mental operations that distort the latent thoughts so that they can appear in the more palatable or disguised form of the manifest dream. The key mechanisms of dream work include condensation. Multiple ideas or images are combined into a single dream symbol. A dream character might represent several people or concepts simultaneously. Displacement. Emotional significance is transferred from an important idea to a less important or neutral one. This is why trivial dream elements may hold deep symbolic meaning. Symbolization. Abstract thoughts and forbidden desires are represented by concrete objects or events. For instance, Freud famously interpreted objects like swords, sticks, or staircases as symbols of sexuality. Projection. Inner thoughts and feelings are attributed to others within the dream. Secondary revision. The dreamer's mind attempts to organize the dream into a coherent narrative upon waking, often smoothing out contradictions or oddities. Freud maintained that the primary function of these mechanisms was psychic censorship. The mind, particularly the ego and superego, acts to repress unacceptable thoughts, even during sleep. Dream work allows these thoughts to surface in a disguised form that does not alarm the conscious self. Freud's analysis of dreams was deeply influenced by his earlier work on hysteria and repression. He believed that repressed memories, especially those stemming from early childhood, were often the root cause of neuroses. Dreams, by providing access to the unconscious, offered a way to uncover these repressed materials. Therefore, interpreting dreams could serve a therapeutic function, allowing individuals to gain insight into their inner conflicts and unconscious motivations. The methodology Freud used for dream interpretation relied heavily on free association. Rather than asking patients to interpret their dreams directly, he would encourage them to speak freely about the elements of the dream, allowing unconscious connections to surface. Through this process, the hidden associations between the manifest content and the underlying latent thoughts could be revealed. Freud also introduced the idea of day residues, fragments of recent daily experiences that appear in dreams. While these may seem mundane, they often serve as triggers or anchors for deeper unconscious material. For instance, a trivial encounter or object from the previous day might be used by the unconscious mind to represent a significant memory or repressed desire. A pivotal aspect of the interpretation of dreams is Freud's detailed analysis of his own dreams, particularly the famous dream of Irma's injection. In this dream, Freud envisioned examining a patient, Irma, and discovering a problem related to an injection administered by another doctor. Freud subjected the dream to exhaustive analysis, uncovering layers of personal guilt, professional rivalry, medical anxiety, and hidden wishes. This self-analysis demonstrated the richness and complexity of dream interpretation and reinforced Freud's belief that no dream is without meaning. Freud emphasized the infantile origins of many dreams. He argued that childhood experiences, especially those involving sexuality, play a crucial role in shaping the unconscious. Repressed childhood desires, fears, and fantasies often find their way into adult dreams. This idea connected his dream theory with his broader theories of psychosexual development and neurosis. One of the most controversial and enduring elements of Freud's dream theory is his emphasis on sexual symbolism. Freud believed that many dream images symbolized sexual organs or acts. For example, he interpreted long, pointed objects as phallic symbols and enclosed spaces or hollow containers as representations of the female genitalia. Climbing stairs or ladders, entering tunnels, or flying often had erotic connotations in his interpretations. While this sexual focus drew criticism, Freud insisted that it reflected the reality of unconscious life, not a personal obsession. He believed that sexuality, broadly defined, was a primary driver of human behavior and a central theme in the unconscious mind. Dreams, therefore, often dealt with repressed sexual desires, especially those considered taboo or unacceptable by societal norms. The interpretation of dreams also addresses the role of childhood dreams, which Freud viewed as more direct expressions of wish fulfillment. He argued that because children's psychic censorship is less developed, their dreams are less disguised and more transparent. An example might be a child dreaming of a feast after being denied a treat during the day. These simple dreams served as a key to understanding the more complex and disguised dreams of adults. Freud's dream theory was not static. He continued to refine and expand it in later works, integrating new insights and addressing criticisms. Nonetheless, the interpretation of dreams remains his foundational statement, and it introduced many of the core concepts that would define psychoanalysis for decades to come. The impact of the interpretation of dreams extended far beyond the field of psychology. It influenced literature, art, film, philosophy, and cultural studies. Artists and writers drew on Freud's ideas to explore themes of identity, desire, memory, and the unconscious. Surrealism in particular embraced the dream as a gateway to the irrational and imaginative. Figures like Salvador Dalí and André Breton credited Freud with legitimizing the dream as a source of artistic inspiration. Despite its groundbreaking nature, the interpretation of dreams was not immediately successful. Initial sales were slow, and the book received limited academic attention. However, as Freud's reputation grew, it came to be seen as a seminal text. Today it is regarded as one of the most influential books of the 20th century, shaping not only psychology but the entire modern understanding of the human mind. Critics of Freud's theory of dreams have raised several objections over the years. Some argue that his interpretations are too subjective and reliant on arbitrary symbolism. Others point to the lack of empirical evidence supporting his claims. The rise of neuroscience and cognitive psychology introduced new models of dreaming that emphasize brain activity, memory consolidation, and emotional processing, often without reference to unconscious wishes or symbolic meaning. Nevertheless, Freud's theory continues to hold value, particularly in therapeutic and humanistic contexts. It offers a framework for exploring the symbolic and emotional dimensions of dreams and emphasizes the continuity between waking and dreaming life. Freud's insistence that dreams are meaningful expressions of the psyche remains a powerful counterpoint to purely mechanistic or dismissive views of dreaming. Freud's work also invites us to reflect on the nature of consciousness, by positing the unconscious as a dynamic, structured realm with its own logic. Freud challenged the idea of a unified, rational self. He showed that much of what we think, feel, and do is influenced by hidden forces. Dreams, as nightly encounters with the unconscious, serve as reminders of our inner complexity and the limits of self-knowledge. Over the years, many psychoanalysts and psychologists have built on or revised Freud's ideas about dreams. Carl Jung, once Freud's protege, developed his own theory, emphasizing archetypes and the collective unconscious. Jung viewed dreams as expressions of the psyche's drive toward balance and individuation, rather than merely wish fulfillment. Later theorists introduced new dimensions to dream analysis, including object relations theory, self-psychology, and narrative approaches. Despite these developments, Freud's original insights remain foundational. His belief in the psychological significance of dreams, his method of free association, and his understanding of repression and symbolism continue to influence psychotherapists today. The interpretation of dreams endures not only as a psychological theory but as a philosophical and literary work that explores the hidden depths of the human mind. Freud's exploration of dreams was deeply personal as well as professional. He believed that the dream was a royal road to the unconscious, not just for patients but for everyone. He encouraged individuals to pay attention to their dreams, to explore their meanings, and to understand them not as random neural firings, but as meaningful messages from the depths of the psyche. In the modern world, the relevance of Freud's dream theory may appear diminished in light of scientific advances, yet many people continue to find in their dreams a source of insight, inspiration, and emotional truth. Dream interpretation, whether conducted in therapy, through journaling, or as part of spiritual practice, still resonates with the fundamental human desire to understand oneself. In sum, the interpretation of dreams represents a monumental shift in how dreams are viewed and valued. Freud's insistence that dreams are meaningful, that they reflect our inner life, and that they can be interpreted, gave voice to aspects of the psyche that had long been ignored or dismissed. His work invites us to look inward, to question appearances, and to listen to the often obscure but profoundly significant language of our dreams. Ultimately, Freud saw dreams not as isolated phenomena, but as windows into the soul. They are messages coded in symbols, shaped by repression and desire, and delivered each night by the unconscious mind. In unlocking their meaning, we unlock something essential about who we are. This enduring vision is what makes the interpretation of dreams a timeless masterpiece and a cornerstone of modern psychological thought.